Hi everyone, this is an example of a gas stoichiometry problem. As always, we're going to follow our same 4 steps. We need to be really conscious of what's being given to us, what's being asked of us, a little bit extra emphasis on our interpretation of what's going on so that we can choose properly which formula to use for step 2 and which one to use in step 4. Any possibility is possible here. We could navigate our way through these 4 steps in a wide variety of ways. So again, there's extra emphasis on interpreting the question. Here we go. When iron is added to sulfuric acid, a gas is produced. If 10.0 grams of iron react at SATP, what volume of gas is given off? Our first step, balance the equation and interpret the question. We need to do what we need to do to understand the scenario to come up with the balanced chemical reaction. As always, we're on the lookout for a key phrase. This says iron is added to sulfuric acid. No problem. Here we go. Iron, metal, no subscript Fe, added to sulfuric acid. I can find the formula for sulfuric acid in the data booklet in the acid table. H2SO4. This is a single replacement reaction where the iron and hydrogen are exchanging spots. H2 comes out, and the iron is going to combine with the sulfate. When I look in the data booklet, I see that iron could have a charge of 3+ or a charge of 2+. What I want to do is choose the most common charge, which is the first one listed. For iron, it's 3+. So I had to do a little bit of extra thinking here and deciding for the charge of the iron. The iron is 3+, the sulfate is 2-. Now we need to balance this reaction. And I end up with 2 irons on either side, 6 hydrogens on either side, and 3 sulfates. I have a balanced chemical reaction. I'm moving on to the interpretation. A gas is produced. Okay, which one is the gas? That's a thing for us to decide, but I'm focused on the second sentence first. If 10.0 grams of iron react, that's the mass, 10 grams of iron. Here's the mass. It's 10.0 grams. 10.0 grams of iron. That's given to me. It reacts at SATP. And the question is, what volume of gas is given off? A gas is produced, gas is given off. Is hydrogen the gas, or is iron 3 sulfate the gas? I hope it stands out that the hydrogen is the gas. So I even had to do some deciding in order to fully understand the question itself. Here it's asking for the volume. This is the gas. Is the solid iron a gas? No. The SATP applies to the gas. So here I'm also going to put in the molar volume at SATP, which is 24.8. All of that has the question mark on it, which is the R. That's the interpretation. Come up with the balanced reaction. Be really clear what's being given to you, what you're being asked to find. And now, we're going to find moles. We have all of these options. Only one is going to do the trick. Here, we have 10 grams of iron. We must do mass over molar mass. This is our 10.0 grams over the molar mass of iron. The coefficient at the front does not affect the molar mass. Iron, 55.85 grams per mole. That's step 2. Step 3, multiply by R over G. Here's R, it has a 3 for its coefficient, the G 2. All of that, as we've said so many times, read and. Now we're choosing. The question says, what volume of gas? Over here, I actually have three options. Divide by concentration, multiply by molar volume, or do RT over P. Only one of those fits. Because we got told it was SATP, that gives me the molar volume. I must do my red N multiplied by capital V, molar volume. So here I'm going to multiply by 24.8 liters per mole. Now it's time to calculate. We have 10 over 55.85 times 3 over 2 times 24.8. And I get 6.66069829. When I go back to the question, there is only one number, 10.0 grams. That's 3 significant digits. So I want my answer to have 3 significant digits. I round off appropriately, 6.66. And this was the volume. When I follow the units here, it works out to be liters, or I can just remember that. All of these V's, every single V over here in my 4 steps, in liters. When we're working on gas stoichiometry, it's really important that we're totally clear on what's being given to us and what we're required to do. That will make choosing which formulas to use and how to navigate through our 4 steps a lot more easy. As always, watch those significant digits and units, and I hope that helps.